Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. First motovlog of the year. Apologies for that ungodly acceleration. Alright, I'm actually pretty excited. Finally got my bike on the road, got my gear together, got all my equipment. I got my Ogio Mach 3 backpack. Not quite the biggest one, I think the Mach 5 is the biggest one. I've got my camel back, or whatever you want to call it, that goes in the Ogio, the water bladder. So I can actually just continue to roll along. I'm gonna go quickly to the gas station, make sure that my camera angle is decent, and then I don't know where I'll go from there. We'll see. It's a really nice day out today. Weekend, I think the last day, or Monday, I think it was 28. Yesterday it was supposed to be in the 30s. Yeah, let's go this way. I have no idea. Wow, that's not gonna help. No idea what today is, but it's pretty warm out. I should have moved over more. I feel like I've left a lot of room on my left for someone to try to come up beside me. Oh well. I finally got my camera set up the way I kind of wanted it. And I have no idea where I'm going. Don't even know why I'm talking to you yet. This is not going to be on any freaking vlog. Maybe I'll put it on a vlog, I don't know. I'm just in some northeastern neighborhoods right now, rolling around, putting my life on the line. Got like a little Street Fighter there, SV, Suzuki SV, what is it, 650? Adjust my meters a little bit. Yesterday I rolled around a little bit with my wife and kind of figured out what I need to do. A few little minor things need to be tightened up on the bike. We just went for a quick rip, and one of my fenders in the front, the mud guard, started to one of the bolts came loose because the nut backed off. It's one of those things over winter, you gotta do a quick couple rides around and then check all the bolts a couple times, because you never know. One of them you might have forgotten that you had loosened, or you hand tightened it and didn't have the screwdriver or the wrench at the time, so you didn't do a full torque down or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go this way. So then you end up, you know, having loose bolts everywhere, and then things will fall off. So if you go on a huge ride, suddenly you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, your fenders are flapping, whatever else happens, I don't even know. Is this where I want to go? I'm trying to get to a gas station. I think it might be this way. Oh, this is back here. Wow, I really didn't go anywhere. I actually think I should have gone right there. Oh well. Don't mind me. I'm new. I got a full camera, I got a full battery, I've got a full 2 other batteries that I have charged up. I got the new exhaust! Okay, that's the thing I'm really excited about. So I guess I will be using some of this footage because I keep forgetting how much I like it. It's really loud, it's kind of obnoxious. Long trips I'll definitely need to wear hearing protection, but I pretty much should wear that anyway because wind noise is a thing, and this helmet is not one of those quiet ones. It's really light, which is good for my neck because I have neck and like back problems from previous, not motorcycle accidents, but other accidents in my life. One of them extracurricular, or whatever you want to call that, just out and about on a joyride with in a plane. I was in a plane crash. And the other accident was work related, so we have both of those. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit Harley-ish, which I was kind of hoping it wouldn't sound if I did the single and stuff, but who am I kidding? It's a big single. I mean, big single. It's a V-twin. It's a pretty much exactly like a Harley build. This is Yamaha's making Harleys better. I can't remember. I believe Harleys are 45-degree V, so Yamaha was like, we can't be exactly the same. 46. So yeah, 46-degree V on this thing. So I mean, it's 1 degree off. It's gonna probably sound the same. I should probably slow down. This is the school zone. Hopefully this works. Hopefully my sound works. I'll do a quick sound test as soon as I get to the gas station and fuel up. I just want to make sure I'm full of gas before I go gallivanting off into nowhere's land. I've ridden it for a couple days now and haven't filled up. Didn't push my trip, so I have no idea how many kilometers I have. There it is, Shell right there. Shoot, at the perfectly wrong time too. Kind of illegal. We'll just pretend no one saw that. Does this have... Let's go over here, I guess. Apparently diesel people get upset when you take up their pumps. Even though there's no one around, it's probably not a big deal. I'm going to check my footage elsewhere. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. Okay, everything's hooked up. Not like dragging my camelback, my bladder straw, whatever. Oh, this thing, it sounds pretty mean now. And yes, it pops and braps okay. I've still got my secondary air injection whatever it's called. I can't even think what it's called. For emissions and whatever else. So it pops, and it's not because it has a bad tune or it's too rich. It just has secondary injection. So when you let off, it pops. Alright, so everyone calm down. We're not ending this bike's life with a super lean, rich... Oh, there we go. That's nice. My mirrors actually work. Yesterday they were too loose and they kept flapping around, so I couldn't get them in the right spot. Now they're good. Okay, so I'll go up here a little ways and I'll pull off to the side. I know a little side road, a little neighborhood that's not built yet. Fresh gas, probably got rid of all the old gas from last year that I just threw in. You can't stop there! Well, actually, I guess that lane ends anyway. Wow, watch your language, Brian, watch your language. You have your little nephew watching. Gonna have to bleep that out. Yes, I try not to swear because I have a nephew and I like him and I don't want to teach him the language. He can pick that up himself along the way with his career, because guaranteed I don't think there's a job or a place or school you can go that won't have that. In the small town I lived in for quite a while, a couple of them actually, but the last one I lived in before I moved out and came to Calgary, the Christian school there was actually probably the worst. That's where all the non-Christian / Christians got sent, but basically if you wanted your kids straightened out, you would send them there, or that was the idea, because, you know, better people around them or whatever. Unfortunately, usually the kids that were there were trying to act out against their parents, so they were not very helpful. And then the kids that were there that were already acting out We're, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. It's just, you know, one bad apple spoils the whole lot, or whatever. I'm gonna go over here. I do like accelerating with this thing. That torque feels good though. I have a whole bunch more things I want to try with oh, it sounds a lot better today without anything flapping around. Everything's good. I oiled the chain. Hopefully I'm not getting a huge black mark on my leg from oil flipping up on me. I let it sit all night and it's supposed to soak in and just sit there, but you know, does that ever really work? Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna pull over here for a minute, guys. I'm gonna check my camera, make sure the angle's good. If it's not, I apologize for this terrible intro, which I didn't really introduce myself or intro anything. So I'll restart again. This will be like the before. I don't know what it's going to be. I'll just use this footage for whatever reason I want. Who cares? Go down here. The street that goes nowhere. Oh, except for all the gravel. Alright, we'll stop here. Actually, I'll turn around and then I'll stop on the other side. Look at that turning radius though. Find a little spot where I can kind of sit and not be in the way of everyone if they come this way, which they won't because no one does. Alright, neutral, engine off, stop, kickstand down. I'm gonna get up for this. There's a guy right there. What is he doing? No idea. He probably doesn't even know. Okay. Okay. Check my text messages. Can't with that hand because I got a bandage on it. Okay, here we go. So apologies. I don't know why I keep saying sorry. I guess I'm just Canadian. Okay. I'd say that's kind of a brap, yeah? It's not like a bring ding 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 bring 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 brap 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 brap. It's more of a brup brup brup. I'm gonna go with it. I'm a brapper.